Hi everyone and welcome to Scenic Steps. Today we're crafting a forest rooted skin balm using Agaric mushrooms and fresh Scotch pine needles. I'll walk you through the full process from raw ingredients to finished balm with much care and clarity. This balm is designed to support sore muscles, nerve discomfort and dry or tired skin. Agaric is known for its anti-inflammatory and analgesic properties. Used topically to ease stiffness, sciatica and neuropathy. Pine needles bring antimicrobial and circulation boosting benefits, helping with joint relief and recovery. Together they create a balm that's grounding, soothing and practical for outdoor healing. Just a quick reminder though, and it's a bit of a disclaimer, this video is for educational and storytelling purposes only. Agaric is potent mushroom and it must be handled with care. Only attempt this if you've done your research and know what you are doing. The balm is for external use only, never ingest it and always patch test this before applying. If you'd like the exact recipe, weights, drop a comment below and I'll send you them directly privately. Let's get started. So here's the Agaric that I collected. I collected this from Lindley Wood. They're all dirty. So now what you need to do is put gloves on and give them all a good clean. Try not to take too much of the parts off, just give them a good clean with kitchen roll. That's what I use. So it can be a bit tedious. As you can see, I've got gloves on for this bit as well. So now I've got them all cleaned, I'm just piling them all up, taking the bottoms off. They're just a bit, you can leave them on but they're very difficult to get all soil off, so I just thought it were easier to just chop them off. As you can see, I've got a bit of a collection. Excuse the dogs barking next door, if you can hear them. And thank you to my wife for recording. I didn't have anything as a stand. So now what you do is you chop each piece, the tops and the stems, into let's say 1/2 centimetre strips. Try to keep them all the same so they'll dry evenly. I did have a lot more than I thought once I'd cut them up, so I actually used the air fryer with the dehydrate setting on at the same time. I was doing it in the oven. The settings for that, I basically turned it down as low as it'd go and just set the timer for 4 hours at a time until they were dry. I think it was about 40 degrees. As you can see, I've put them on baking paper. These are ones that are going into the oven. So once they do go in the oven, turn them around, well, turn them over every 1/2 an hour. I think it took about 4 hours in the oven. As you can see, the tray's getting cooked from so now off it goes into the oven. I had this just on a setting to where I think it was about 40 degrees and it was just in there for about 6 hours, 7 hours. And as you can see now, I've put the coconut oil into the Pyrex bowl, kind of made a double boiler bain. Now once all that's melted, break it all up basically. Very simple. As you can see, I ain't got gloves on for this, but I did forget to put them on, but they're dry and I don't really have any reactions at all to it, so not on my skin anyway. Also, if you've got any broken skin, do not put this on. So now I'm just giving it a stir with it all mixed in. At this point is where I decided I'd add the pine needles, because it wasn't going to be pine needles, but I thought I'd add it for the extra benefits. And give all this a mix in. At this point I had to take about an extra 5 tablespoons of coconut oil and melt it down, because as you can see I didn't have enough oil to cover it. So what you need to do is you need to basically just cover it and let it infuse. So you let it infuse for around 3 hours, keeping it warm all the time. Don't let it get above 50 degrees. And then once that's done, I had to use kitchen roll. I didn't have them using cloth, so I used kitchen roll and a fine sieve, strained it all out, and then pour it into sterile jars. So this one was just so I can take it out with me when I go hiking, and this one's for at home. Almost filled it up. Remember, through this entire process, do not let any part of it, the drying or the infusing, get above 50 degrees Celsius. So, and then once that's done, then just leave it somewhere to cool down. Once it's cooled, you can keep it in the fridge. It'll last for up to 6 months. I've got mine in a cold pantry, so for the next 6 months I'll be using it. I haven't used it as yet, but I'll be using it very, very soon. I'm looking forward to seeing the effects, so hopefully it gets rid of my back pain. And remember, if you like this video, please subscribe, follow, share it about, and I'll be making more videos like this in the future. My videos will get better. This is like one of my first of doing this, so if I've made any mistakes, like, excuse the mistakes. So I'm glad that you've enjoyed.